Boar's Head is bringing a slice of Japan to the deli. Introducing Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. Tender, slow-roasted chicken breast, coated in our signature teriyaki glaze, where ginger, garlic, and a hint of brown sugar meet for a flavor that's both sweet and savory. New Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. The bold flavor of Japan. Now at the deli. Only from Boar's Head. Compromise elsewhere.
Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
That's right, folks. That's right, baby. We're in effect and in the house. Thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. It is episode number 235 for all the folks that are keeping track of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And if you haven't already done so, folks, follow me on Twitter at PoliticsGhost. PoliticsGhost is the Twitter name to follow. All one word, no underscores, PoliticsGhost. And before we get started, folks, there's all kinds of little buttons, all kinds of little social media share buttons on the side there. Go ahead and use and abuse those buttons, baby. Go to the blogs, go to the forum posts, go to the damn social networks, and spread it around like wildfire that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. It's a damn Fruit Bowl Wednesday is what these old trolls used to call this back in the old days, but it's a serious situation at this point in time, man. There ain't no time to be trolling unless it's going to be trolling the media, unless it's going to be trolling the GOP, unless it's going to be trolling the DNC. It's time to start getting into some serious business, folks. All right, I mean, we all heard, if you haven't already heard by now, the fix was in, and I alluded to this yesterday, folks, that the Wisconsin primary was going to be a line in the sand on whether or not the GOP was going to basically slap the voters in the face and basically show that they're going to stuff these ballot boxes and they're going to go ahead and elect, whoever the hell they want to elect. And, what's even more ironic is that I alluded to yesterday that everybody should go and check out the coverage, and I hate to, promote Alex Jones's network, but he had great coverage of the Wisconsin primary. He had his correspondents covering all these damn things, man. I mean, Bernie Sanders rallies, Ted Cruz rallies, Donald Trump rallies, and let me tell you, folks, I mean, these Trump rallies in Wisconsin, they had to turn thousands of people away at these rallies, folks. I mean, no other campaign had to turn people away. Now, if that doesn't translate to votes, then I don't know what in the blue hell does, folks. And, of course, if you haven't followed me on Twitter, I had tweeted a Bill Still report where he reports that there has been reports of voter fraud out there in Wisconsin, baby. These voting machines, whenever they tried, or the voters would try to make a vote for Trump, the machine wouldn't let them. The machine wouldn't let them. These goddamn voting machines, folks. You see what I'm saying, man? You see what they're trying to do here, folks? And it's not just on the Republican side. I'm telling you, over there on the left, you morons, you better start taking a whiff into reality. The Trump train knows what it has to do. That's why we're taking this serious business style, baby. Serious business. All right? Now, for you folks on Twitter saying that I'm endorsing Alex Jones, I'm not endorsing Alex Jones, all right? Now, I mean, look, I've had my problem. I still have problems with the man. I mean, if you want my personal opinion, the reason I have a problem with Alex Jones is because he ripped me off. All right? Now, whether he wants to admit it or not, I mean, you know, that's his problem. All right, but, you know, all this bullhorning and all these peddling of videos and all the stuff that he's done has obviously, he's pulled that money together and created a fairly decent alternative news network that's actually sending correspondents into the field of news. And I mean, you have to acknowledge content when it's being produced. And moreover, I do acknowledge that Alex Jones, you know, is, you know, hard-working individual. I mean, the guy's always working as it relates to his network. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's my only qualm with Alex Jones. I mean, other than that, I think that his network is doing fairly well. He's got great correspondence. David Knight is a great correspondent. The guy that's going out there that's been to all the events, Jesus Christ, I mean, I forgot these guys, but he's got some really credible people that were a part of the libertarian movement back in the early 90s and even back into the 80s. You know, he's got independent journalists that aren't afraid to go into where they need to go into to get the coverage. All right? Now, anyway, I know that there are some people that want me to go back to analyzing the market, folks. I'm not going to analyze this market. I mean, I'm telling you, that's why I don't do market analysis anymore. And the reason that I used to do it is because, folks, I mean, you should have listened back in the day, man. I mean, when I started True Capitalist Radio, when I threw down the moniker of the True Conservative Radio, when I started True Capitalist Radio, the Dow Jones Industrial was like 8,000 points, 7,900 points. I mean, I was telling you people back then that even if you aren't stock savvy and, you know, all this stock stuff is a little confusing to you, you could have bought anything on the Dow Jones Industrial, and even if you value invested, meaning that, you know, you only set aside so many some odd dollars a month to invest in so many shares of whatever blue chip stock. I mean, if you would have invested for the past 3 years, you'd be very well off right now. I mean, just to say the least, all right? Moreover, you got these Dow Jones Industrial stocks. Not only some of them are buying back shares, which, you know, means generous profits for you. A lot of these people are hiking their dividends, which means generous profits for you. So that's why I don't do the markets anymore, because now I'm telling you, folks, it's not if, it's when. When this market starts crashing down, this is an overinflated market, all right? Overinflated market. And I don't encourage anyone to, you know, make any plays. Now, the only thing that I'm suggesting is that people should look at ETF, exchange-traded funds, in relation to the correspondence of gold rising and silver rising, and as well as oil. I think these commodities, at least for the long term, I think that you should at least from year end to whenever you invest the next year, you should have some considerable returns that will not only exceed inflation, but, you know, at least put some coin in your goddamn pocket after taxes, baby. And that also depends on who's elected, you know. But I am not advising anybody to go into this market. I mean, I'm not joking around. If you got 401ks, if you've got retirements related to this market, I'm telling you, if you want my personal opinion, I think that we're going to see the first brunt end of the global economic collapse, because remember, all of our economies are linked together, folks. So if one economy, let's say in Europe, has a global collapse, then it's going to basically have a domino effect, and it'll reach all over the globe. Now, there's this vote that's happening out there in Britain where they're it's a referendum on whether or not the UK should enter the EU. Now, if you want my personal opinion, folks, I mean, from my research, I believe that we're going to have a global crisis that begins during or right around that particular referendum, folks. I'm not saying that, I'm not trying to horrify people, but remember, they are trying to solidify this European Union, even though their social experiments on the social side and on the economic side is collapsing right from underneath them. Oh, she says she loves her. Anyway, hey, get it off, engineer. Get it off! All right, folks. Sorry about the technical difficulties. That's on my end, unfortunately, because I'm on some freaking, prepaid wireless burner smartphone, for Christ's sake, that ain't very smart. And it's obvious that, my voice is a lot of data that kind of discombobulates. I don't want to get into the technicality of it, but, it just basically digitally brain farts out and obviously goes into silent mode. And, I'm sorry about that, folks. But let me tell you, by next week, we will have the old school mic back and in effect and in the house, all right? I'm not kidding around. We're having the old mic. It'll sound like the old show again, for Christ's sake. I've got this person working on it. It should be ready by Monday. Hopefully it is. I'm looking forward to this because I can't work like this, for Christ's sake, man. I'm not kidding around. So anyway, I was talking about the EU and this British EU referendum. And I'm telling you, folks, I think that's probably why I, got cut off conveniently, folks. People don't want this information to come out. I do believe that, the International Monetary Fund, a variety of different, socialist, quasi-government, quasi-privatized consortiums are going to make sure that something financially happens right before that British EU referendum, so that it'll scare the Brits into basically submitting and saying, "Oh man, we gotta go ahead and get in the EU." You know what I mean? So give me a freaking break, folks. You know what I mean? Just give me a freaking break. And I strongly advise people to please just. Just read it. Look at the signs, man. Look at the goddamn signs around you, man. This referendum is a big deal. And let me tell you, for the Brits out there, and I don't mean to go off on a tirade on this, but this is serious business. If the Brits don't go out there and vote against this crap and, vote against the EU, I think that the Brits are in serious trouble. All right? Because if you want my opinion, I think that the Brits are being used because, let me tell you, the Brits' economy ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. Since this referendum, though, and since Dave Cameron wants to be so favorable in joining the EU, the British pound has taken a hit. I don't know if you folks have noticed that. And I'm telling you, it's because the whole reason why they need the UK to enter the EU is because they need more money. They need more money, for Christ's sake. Anyway, folks, I didn't mean to get off on that tirade about the EU, but I'm telling you, there is an impending, I'm calling a global recession, potentially a depression. And it's going to be coordinated, if you want my personal opinion. That's why I'm not giving advice on the markets. There are no more private investors in the market, and if there are, it's not that many, all right? Do you remember in the 90s, folks, everybody had a damn account with Daytech and Ameritrade and, TD Waterhouse and, Charles Schwab and, all these, they were always on the television, advertising, open up an account, free trading, so on and so forth. There are no more, there's no more. There's no more of these independent investors anymore, folks. The damn stock market is ran by funds, all right? I'm talking about mutual funds. I'm talking about the people that run the 401k funds, people that run the retirement funds of folks. All these, financial advisors that take people's retirements and play around with the stock market. These people are rigging this crap. Moreover, you've got these other, algorithmic-based computers that are actually making more volatility for the market. I don't know if you folks are familiar with this. I know that I alluded to this the last time I was on the air. You've got computers that are actually trading based on algorithmic patterns of the market, for Christ's sake. Computers are now trading. So I'm telling you, this is a rigged game at this point in time. If you want to try to, see if you could salvage any kind of beams, by all means, but I think that you're taking a big risk. I think you're taking a big risk because what happened in 2008? Well, if you had any money in Lehman Brothers, well, you were just shit out of luck. All right, let's just put it that way. I hate to be so blunt and so brazen with the language, but you were shit out of luck, folks. You have to understand, a lot of these financial institutions aren't banks, all right? And a lot of these brokerage firms, they're not banks. They're not covered by the FDIC, which is the insurance for banking. Meaning that if your damn bank collapses, that the government will at least give you $250,000 in insurance on whatever the hell you have deposited in this freaking bank account. You understand what I'm saying, folks? I mean, these Lehman Brothers, that's why everybody who had money in there, their hearts were collapsing. I'll tell you that. They were throwing themselves out of windows because I'm telling you, folks, your fortune can be lost. It can't even be your fault. You know what I mean? It can't even be your fault, for Christ's sake. I'm sorry. I know the UK's into you, but I don't know. Get out. Anyway, folks, I'm sorry. I'm going off keister, folks. You protect yourself. If you want to, hedge your bets against any potential serious collapse, I strongly advise you to hold commodities, baby. And that's all I can advise you. Guns are also a very good investment, folks, because, the more and more our government in America tries to hint towards the fact that they want to round up guns or they want to put more any kind of laws prohibiting certain types of guns and certain types of ammo, so on and so forth, I think that people need to, collect them. They're trading. They're good for trade. They're good for exchange of currency. I'm telling you, these are good investments aside from personal protection. Because I'll be honest with you, I really don't know what the hell's going to happen. I'm going to be honest because, literally, we are so globalized as it relates to this financial situation, and it's so complicated, and there's so little players that actually know what's really going on that it's going to come to a header. That's why these people can manipulate these things and make it seem as if, here we go again, 2008, 2009. I'm telling you, folks, they did nothing. This Barack Obama, you know what he did? He utilized the crisis to bail out Wall Street and not to mention kick back money to everybody who donated to his damn campaign contribution account and the damn DNC. And that's a fact. And if anybody doesn't believe me, read the Stimulus Package 2 bill. Take a look at all the people that got all kinds of money, man. That's just the way it is. And on top of which, college kids got screwed because in Stimulus Package 2, it federalized the goddamn college loans. I'm going to keep beating it into you goddamn college kids' heads until it sinks in, for Christ's sake. You people in college that signed your name to these damn college loans post-2009 have put yourself into lifelong serfdom because before 2009 in the Stimulus Package 2 bill, any damn outstanding student loan could be filed under bankruptcy, and who gives two rats' asses? That's what your damn professors have done. That's what all the people that have made serious educational advancements have done, like people that couldn't afford to go and become doctors and they wanted to become doctors. They just put it all in student loan and they'd file it for bankruptcy because they'd have a job. They would pay them. Who cares about credit when you have a high-end, high-earning job? But I'm telling you, folks, after 2009 and the Stimulus Package 2 bill, you kids got screwed, and now you can never file for bankruptcy. That's a debt on you for life, all right? That's a debt on you for life. For the next, I know Obama said, 25 years, and we'll see what's going on. 25 years, now he gave you a time period, so that means that not only do you not have your life, you've got 25 years to pay it off, and what if you don't pay it off in that 25 years? Well, you got to refinance it or whatever the hell the interest rates are at that time, and I guarantee you the interest rates are going to be astronomical because we're going to have to recall all the outstanding currency notes the damn Federal Reserve has been printing out for the past 15 to 20 years. Do you understand the game, kids? Are they teaching you this in school since they're robbing you of your future? At least I hope that at least you're learning something, but it's obvious that you're not. Look at all these stupid Nimrods that are out here thinking that Bernie Sanders is the savior, for Christ's sake, because this idiot says, okay, I'll give you free college. Don't worry. Just go out there and make sure that whatever money you got left in your college debt account, I want you to donate it to Bernie Sanders, all right, to Bernie Sanders campaign, and I'll make sure that you get free college. Give me a freaking break, man. I cannot believe we've gotten this stupid. Jesus Christ, this stupid. Look at America. Look at Obama's America, for Christ's sake. We are this stupid. Jesus Christ, folks. I'm sorry. I know I'm going all over the place, folks. There's just so many things going on top of the Trump train attempting to be derailed by the GOP by fixing these primaries against Donald Trump. And let me tell you, the GOP doesn't really want Ted Cruz nominated, all right? They don't. I mean, they don't want Kasich nominated. As a matter of fact, they just want to keep him going so that they can somehow justify Donald Trump not being the nominee because he doesn't get the 1237 delegates necessary for him to be the nominee. I mean, this is all this is. They don't even want Ted Cruz as the nominee. I'm telling you, man. I'm not joking. I mean, this is an establishment ploy to try and, you know, as I said, and I've been saying, Paul Ryan is the front runner in the broker convention talk, folks. Paul freaking Ryan. All right? The asshole that couldn't even help get stupid dumbass Mitt Romney elected when he was the vice presidential candidate in 2012. I mean, this is what I'm telling you. The Republicans want to lose. They don't care. I mean, it's obvious. Look at the actions, for Christ's sake, man. They don't care. It's in their favor if Hillary Clinton is elected or somebody on the left is elected at the executive branch so that they can get all this money being in Congress and in the Senate from the campaign contributors, man. Do you understand that? It's all a game. I mean, do you think that if there's a Republican elected, all right, let's just say that Trump is elected, or let's just say for the sake of argument, any Republican is elected at the executive branch, and since the Republicans dominate, all right, since the Republicans dominate the goddamn Senate and the House, I mean, don't you think that these people are going to get their campaign contribution accounts lowered accordingly? You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not kidding around. I mean, they're going to get their campaign contributions lowered, baby. Lowered. Because, I mean, it's just sick. This is a game, man. Jesus Christ, I'm having more technical issues. That's just great. It's just fucking Jesus Christ.
Listening to Ghost on True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
Jesus Christ, you know, my apologies once again. I'm on this freaking prepaid burner wireless phone out here. So this is not Blog Talk's fault. I'll tell you that right now. It's a stupid, ridiculous phone. You know, I get a little too haywire. I get a little too crazy, for Christ's sake, and my voice, it's digitized in this ridiculous piece of crap, and then it attempts to try to, you know, relay that to the server over here on Blog Talk Radio. I mean, it's just a bunch of crap, all right? I hate cellular technology. I think it's ridiculous, all right? But anyway, folks, you know, if we get technical difficulties, my apologies, man. I mean, we had a pretty good show yesterday, to be honest with you. I mean, it just depends on the cellular technology. I mean, you know, this is, you know, supposedly new technology. Smartphones, dude. Yeah, man, smartphone. You know, it's so smart. It's just so smart. Get the hell out of here, for Christ's sake. Technology is supposed to be working for us. Remember that? Remember when that technology was supposed to be working for us? Jesus Christ. Anyway, folks, let's take some calls. I mean, you know, since the technical difficulties as it relates to, you know, me going, unfortunately, dead air, and if we do have technical difficulties, folks, you will hear the girl from Ipanema. You know, the girl from Ipanema comes walking, and when he looks up and smiles, but she just doesn't see. She doesn't want to see, asshole. She doesn't want to see. Anyway, you'll hear that song, and, you know, when you hear that song, I should be coming back up. This should be rectified by Monday. All right, this should be completely rectified by Monday, so my apologies once again. Anyway, folks, let's see if we can get some callers here on the broadcast. We had technical difficulties on the Blog Talk end. My apologies on that. Hopefully everybody forwarded their grievances to the Blog Talk Radio Network. Anyway, 516-453-9903 is the number to call. Once again, we're talking a little bit about how the Trump train is attempting to go through this ridiculous attempt at voter fraud by the goddamn GOP. I mean, and this is what we're talking about out here, for Christ's sake. I knew the fix was in. I knew, and I said it yesterday in episode 234, that if any of this is just going to show on whether or not the GOP is going to fix the election and go against Trump. And then look at what we have here, huh? Look at what we have. And moreover, folks, you know, being a good sport, if you follow me on Twitter, Politics Ghost is the Twitter name to follow. You know, I was gracious last night, all right? When the polls came in Wisconsin and the numbers came in, I was gracious, and I decided to go ahead and tweet a number who, wink, wink, I thought was a number to the, you know, Ted Cruz campaign or something of that nature. I found it on the internet, all right? Anyway, I basically tweeted out and said, hey, everybody who wants to congratulate Ted Cruz, all right, you know, go ahead and, you know, give him a call. This is a number that I found here. And, you know, once I realized, wink, wink, that it was his home number. I had no idea that it was his actual home number. The capitalist army just found a number, and we wanted to congratulate Ted Cruz personally. I don't know if y'all folks called it, but he's actually got a bilingual voicemail. But, hey, look, as soon as we realized that it was his home number, we took it down, and we realized that, oh, my God, we made a mistake. So I just wanted to be clear, wink, wink, about what happened last evening as it related to the tweets, you know, the number in which we tweeted out so that folks could congratulate Ted Cruz on his stolen victory. Anyway, I just wanted to go ahead and get that preamble out of the way. Once again, 516-453-9906 is the number to call. Go ahead and give me a call right now, folks. I'm going to see if we're having any kind of switchboard issues like we were doing yesterday, like we were having yesterday, and I hope we don't. I sincerely hope we don't, okay? So let's just go to the horn. Let's see, 909, are you there? 909?
Yeah, what's up, Big Jack? What's up, Big Jack?
No, you're in Wisconsin, right? It's a 909 area code?
No, it's California.
That's California?
California, brother.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, you sound like a little fruit bowl Californian, for Christ's sake. I was trying to look for somebody from goddamn Wisconsin because I want to know what the hell went down there. All right, at least we're not having switchboard issues. I'm really glad about that. I'm really proud about that. So anyway, I guess people can call up now, 516-453-9903. We're talking about how the Trump train, they're trying to derail us, folks. The GOP is trying to fix it, and Wisconsin is proof. And we got to stop them. We got to stop them. This, you know what it does to me, folks? This doesn't, you know, kind of damper my mood. When I saw that last night, it didn't damper my mood. It didn't demoralize me. It fueled me. It fueled me to know that I have to go that much harder and that much dirtier as it relates to the tactics, the political tactics that the capitalist army has to go ahead and start using, all right? And let me tell you, I swear I am not Roger Stone. Please stop making any kind of reference to me being Roger Stone. I am not Roger Stone, okay? Now, he's an associate of mine, but I'm not Roger Stone. And we're going to talk about Roger Stone here in a little bit. Let's see if we can have some more callers here. How about 941? What's up? You're on the horn.
Hey, Ghost. What's up?
How you doing, man?
Ghost? Oh, not much. It's Kyle by the way. How
What's
have
that?
you been?
How have you been? Who's this?
Kyle Khan.
Oh, it's Karatskin?
Yep.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Not much. You? Heard you were talking about Trump train.
Well, man, what do you think about what's going on with Trump there, Karaskin? I mean, it's just unbelievable, isn't it?
It's crazy, I know. It's like he's getting trumped by his own, well, whatever you call it. Anyway,
yeah.
Continue.
No, I was just saying, I mean, this is what we need to fight against, Karaskin. You're a graphics artist, man. I mean, try to make some memes for us out there, man. Try to stick it to the man out there. We could use your help, man. Front lines.
Well, I'll be more than happy to do something for you. I mean, I could probably make a propaganda poster that we should support Trump or whatever the case might be. I mean,
that'd be great, Karaskin. That'd actually be excellent, man. Because we need as many people, especially as talented as you, especially as the talent that is amongst the capitalist army. We really do need to go out and basically spread it around like wildfire that the Trump train is not going anywhere and we will not be fucking railed. Excuse my French. We will not be derailed. Telling you, I'm not joking. I mean, look at the people out there that are voting. Look at the people that are coming out there in the millions to vote for this man. And you mean to tell me that doesn't translate into votes? That's garbage. That's garbage. You know it and I know it, folks. I mean, they're basically saying our vote doesn't mean diddly. That's what they're saying to us, folks. I mean, what are you going to do about it? I mean, are you just going to sit there and just say, oh, well, I guess my vote doesn't mean anything. I guess that my future is becoming soil and green. Yeah, I think that's my future. My future is me becoming soil and green, and yeah. Jesus Christ. Let's take some more callers here. 516-453-9903 is the number to call. This is serious business, folks. This is not a joke. This is serious goddamn business. 502 area code. You're on the air.
Hey, Ghost. Hey, how you doing?
Not too bad, man.
Good. Hey, it's good to have you back. I got to say, yeah, I just wanted to say that even the media doesn't like the Republicans in general. Even if Ted Cruz does win, I don't think he is. They're just going to – it's kind of like what happened back in 2008. The media liked McCain. McCain won, and then when he went up against Obama, they just became total faggots and started putting propaganda out against McCain. So, they're not really – they do that. They're not really for the Republicans. Also, if Trump wins, they've always been against him. So, it's not going to be anything different. This time he's just going to be bashing at Hillary, so –
well, the component that the establishment doesn't understand is the Internet. You notice that. I mean, Donald Trump understands the Internet a little bit. He's got some people around him that understand the Internet. And basically, we don't need the mainstream media anymore. I mean, we've got social media. We've got other forms of viral communication that each and every one of us need to take advantage of, folks. I mean, I'm serious. A simple retweet. I mean, a simple tweet of some information that you found. I mean, these things mean something. I mean, the people that follow you actually read them. I mean, and hopefully they click them and actually inform themselves. I mean, this is what we have to do. Because if not, you're going to have these stupid talking heads like freaking Rachel Maddow spewing out this, socialist nonsense, all right, this socialist crap. And it makes me sick. Anyway, I thank you for calling up. I mean, I understand what you're saying, man, but we don't need the media. And not to mention, if it comes down to Donald Trump and Hillary, I'm telling you, the Trump train hasn't even hit Hillary yet, man. I'm telling you, there is so much dirt on Hillary, and we're just going to plaster it all over the Internet so that the stench of it cannot be ignored, all right? That the whole stench of it cannot be ignored, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. Anyway, folks, 516, what the hell's the number here? 516-453-9903. I want to talk a little bit about Roger Stone because, first of all, people think that I'm him, and I am not him, first of all. Secondly, this man is the man as it relates to political tactics, political strategies, And let me tell you, I am glad this man is on the Trump train. And let me tell you, I don't think that it's an accident that Roger Stone is now threatening delegates who vote against the people's will now, all right? That, he's going to release information on the delegates that decide that they are going to go against the people's vote and basically vote the establishment's way. I mean, and not only, is the capitalist army doing its own thing as it relates to doxing the delegates, but Roger Stone actually has, this man actually has all the list of the delegates. So, I just, FYI, he knows who all the delegates are. This man, he's been a part of the establishment himself for a long period of time, and finally he's gotten sick of it. He's gotten sick of the establishment. He's gotten sick of what the criminality of it all. And let me tell you, there's not much they can do to Roger Stone. Roger Stone isn't afraid of not that much because he's old already, folks. And when you're old and you've seen all the things that you've seen, and you've witnessed all the corruption and all the criminality and all the vile scenes of life, there's really nothing to be afraid of. That's why I keep telling you folks, there should be nothing for you to be afraid of, for Christ's sake. And thank God for Roger Stone. He's a good associate of mine. I think this man is doing God's work, if you want my personal opinion. And let me tell you what Roger Stone is suggesting is that when we watch, and that's why I am calling and Roger Stone is calling for everyone who's listening that is part of the Trump train, converge on Cleveland during the GOP convention, folks. Converge on Cleveland. Even you have to camp out, even you have to take minivans, charter a damn bus, do whatever it takes, go out there, and it's going to be a historic moment. I guarantee you, you talk about, Occupy Wall Street. No. The GOP, all that's going to happen outside is going to be a historic moment. Because let me tell you something right now, there are going to be millions, and I'm talking millions of people in the Trump train outside the GOP convention, and they're going to be screaming. They're going to be screaming so loud that the damn delegates are going to be able to hear them inside the convention. And it'll be so damn intimidating for these damn delegates to try to vote against the people's will. That if they do, Roger Stone says he already has the hotel itinerary of many people that are the delegates that are going to potentially vote against Trump, even though their voters voted for Trump. Do you understand that? And what Roger Stone is advocating, and I am advocating, that if these dumbasses out here that are going against the people's will, these delegates, if they vote the establishment's way and go against the people's will, those millions of people that are out there at the GOP convention in Cleveland this summer are going to meet them at their hotel rooms to discuss why they went against the people's will. And by God, the people have the moral, ethical, and legal recourse to justify such action. If our vote doesn't count, seriously, folks, think about that for a second. Think about it. If our vote doesn't count, then what are we doing? What have we been living all these years? What is America then? If our vote doesn't count, what is America? I'm not kidding around, folks. Why are we sending troops to die? Why are we getting them named to die for supposed freedom when our vote means nothing? This should infuriate everybody. I'm not just talking about those on the Trump train. I'm also talking about those over there on the Bernie Sanders side, for Christ's sake, man. Do you understand that? Over there on the Bernie Sanders side, you idiots don't have a fighting chance in hell, for Christ's sake. Bernie Sanders won Wisconsin yesterday, and yet he's still behind on the delegate count. Come on, Bernie Sanders fans. Put down the Bernie Sanders pipe and realize that all this stupid energy and all this stupid time and effort that you're putting into this is going to be for naught. Do you understand that? What kind of country do we live in if our vote doesn't count? Let me tell you something, folks. I've got lineage who have fought for this country. I've fought for this country, and I can't believe that our vote is not counting. I mean, I got to calm down, folks. I mean, I'm serious. I mean, this just gets me infuriated, man. I mean, I'm sweating, for Christ's sake. It's freaking 69 degrees here in the air-conditioned office, and I'm sweating. I'm not kidding, folks. You folks, this is a historic moment, all right? I'm not just talking about a historic moment for American history. I'm talking about a historic moment for world history. Get off the sidelines and on the front lines, for Christ's sake. We all need to converge on Cleveland, for Christ's sake. I mean, by God, if we all got to go out and rent vans, and we got to hop, we got to hitchhike, we got to do whatever it takes, and we got to camp out, it doesn't matter. We're going to go, and we're going to make sure that our goddamn stupid, pathetic party over here makes sure it obliges the people's will. Oh, my God. Oh, it makes me sick. I mean, it should make you sick, folks. Our vote doesn't count. Then why are we going out and fighting wars? Why are we spreading supposed democracy throughout the international community when we don't have it? I mean, this doesn't make any sense, you idiots. Wake the freak up. Wake up. Jesus, wake up, man. If our vote doesn't count, then what are we fighting for? What are we going out here? I just can't believe it. Do you understand? Is this penetrating your noggin? Is this penetrating your skull, for Christ's sake? Oh, my God. I'm sorry, folks. I'm passionate about this, folks. All right? I mean, look at the rallies. Look at the millions of people that are coming out, unlike any other candidate in American history. All right, I mean, you mean to tell me this doesn't translate into votes? That's bull crap, and you know it, and I know it. And these GOP political lackeys, these freaking establishment jerk dicks, are doing whatever it takes, any unscrupulous deed necessary to make sure to derail this Trump train. But by God, we're not going to let it happen. And we sure as hell don't want no stupid fruity-ass fruit bowl bastard like freaking Paul Ryan as a broker convention. The voters don't want Paul Ryan. As a matter of fact, I can't believe Wisconsin even wants Paul Ryan's fruity little questionable ass. Jesus Christ. In my personal opinion, folks, and this is my opinion, guys that are so, they're so obsessed with health. Now, look, if you're a healthy guy, that's great. I mean, if you're not one of these gym rats, I'm excluding you from that. But I'm talking about guys that like to go to the gym, and they like to emphasize, like, oh, yeah, I got to go to the gym, I got to go to the gym there, I got to spend a couple of hours in the gym, and make my body, look good, I mean, in my personal opinion, 90 to 95% of the time, guys that spend a lot of time in the gym are closet homosexuals. All right, I'm not kidding around, folks. If you don't believe me, just in my personal opinion, if you want to take a good look at what the gym memberships actually are, they're modern-day bathhouses, folks. All right? I'm not kidding around. I mean, why do you think Planet Fitness, this new franchise coming out for, quote, regular people is, such a hit, and now, it's the fastest-growing fitness franchise out here in America because they don't want meatheads, and gym rats at these goddamn freaking Planet Fitnesses, for Christ's sake, because let me tell you, in my personal opinion, this is my opinion, okay, you can have your own opinion. That's the beautiful part about America. While we still have free speech, you can give your goddamn opinion, but if you want to see what I'm talking about, go to a regular gym where meatheads are out there, working out 3 or 4 hours a day, and go take a look in that shower and be shocked for yourself, right? Sick. It's sick. So anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get on that soliloquy about guys that are obsessed with going to the gym. Now, don't get me wrong, if you got like a weight bench at your house, if you like to go out for walks, if you like to stay active or something, you like to play sports or something, that's different, man. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about these idiot meatheads, the protein shakes, and, they wear these freaking shirts that are like, 10 times too small and shorts that are 10 times too short, for Christ's sake. I mean, you got musclehead Daisy Dukes out here, and these guys are, I gotta go out there. It's leg day. It's a leg day today. You know what I mean? I gotta go out there. I ridiculous, man. I'm sorry. I can't stand muscleheads. I can't stand them. I'm sorry. I mean, any man that's obsessed with his body is obsessed because he really likes a man's body. I'm sorry. I'm not kidding around. I mean, if you're obsessed with your body, then you must like men's bodies. All right? Get out of the closet and just admit it. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I didn't mean to get off keister there, folks. 516-453-9903. Paul Ryan he made me go off keister, for Christ's sake. I mean, you saw that little photo that I tweeted of him, for Christ's sake, him and his little workouts. He had a little hat backwards like he was, Sylvester Stallone in that arm wrestling movie, Over the Top. I mean, it's just stupid, ridiculous. And this guy thinks he's going to be the president. This guy's going to represent the country, for Christ's sake. Paul Ryan, huh? Oh, yeah. I'm sure he's really going to intimidate people with that. I mean, this is how stupid we're getting, man. Anyway, 516-453-9903 is the number to call. We all need to converge on Cleveland this summer at the GOP convention, folks. Even if we have to camp out, we got to do it, man. We got to do it. Anyway, let's see what people have to say about this. 610, what's up? You're on the horn.
Is that me?
Yeah, well, it was you, but, you're taking too long, for Christ's sake. How about 712? You on the horn?
Hey, what's up, guys?
712. Hey, what's going on,
what's
man?
Up? Wait, this Big Jack?
Yeah, here we go with this Big Jack crap, for Christ's sake. Look, I know you dumbass kids think it's so funny that, hey, it's Big Jack, hey, it's this and that. Hey, assholes, you have been sold out, all right? You understand that? The Trump train is the last group of people that's trying to salvage your stupid future, you idiots, all right? Because everybody else wants to sell your future out. I mean, look at you that are in college debt, man. You know that you will never be able to get rid of that college debt unless you go out and work. And then they take it out of your ass. And because it's federalized and nationalized, there's no like, hey, let me see if I can allocate this bill for this month for the freaking college debt. No, they take it out of your check as if it was Social Security. All right? And for you college kids that are in college debt, and I'm talking major college debt, if you haven't gone out and worked and seen it for yourself, well, by God, go out and work and just watch how when you get your paycheck and you see that, the government is automatically docking the goddamn freaking college debt payment right out of your check, then come back and see me, all right? Then you'll be crying, right, boy? Then you'll be crying like a little bitch, for Christ's sake, because you'll know as well as I that you overpaid for a college degree that you'll never be able to pay off with the amount of jobs that are available to you today in the job market in America. Congratulations, you've been had, and you people are so stupid. Our public education system has dumbed down our children so much that they are too stupid to know what's going on around them, for Christ's sake. And yet, they're proud as hell, right? They got great self-esteems, don't these pricks? Huh? Don't these little pricks? Oh, they all got great self-esteems, for Christ's sake, but their lives are insignificant. They have done nothing. They have no accomplishments. They have no real goals, no values. They've got nothing. They'll sleep on mommy's couch, for Christ's sake. I mean, in this day and age of the internet, in this day and age of technology, in this day, I mean, you could be able to do something with your pathetic life. All right? I mean, even if you're bedridden, for Christ's sake, man. Even if you're bedridden, I mean, you could do something. I mean, look at me. I mean, I could be some cripple in a wheelchair right now, and you people wouldn't even know. I mean, I could be a crippled kraut. I could be a quadriplegic, for Christ's sake. But you people wouldn't know that. And that's what I'm telling you, folks. If I can do this crap, what are you doing? I mean, I'm serious. If I can do it, what are you doing? Jesus Christ, you're sitting on your thumbs, taking it out and smelling it because that's the reality that you people obviously want to embrace. A bunch of shit. Jesus Christ. Anyway, folks, I'm sorry to get off keister. I'm sorry you folks have to hear this. I do have a lot of young people who listen to me. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I encourage some of this little immature activity. It's all in good fun. But, folks, this is a serious election, man. I mean, this is historical. I mean, not just on the American history side, on the world history side, man. I mean, Europe, in my opinion, its sovereignty depends on Donald Trump's election. I kid you not. I'm not joking around. I'm not kidding. I honestly believe this, man, because if not, if we elect one of these international institutionalist leftists or one of these GOP internationalist rightists, which is basically the same crap, I mean, we're gonna see the fall of Europe, man. We're going to see the fall of Europe, and it be conquered by a bunch of wild Yehudis that the leftists brought in. And you know what's unfortunate is that the Europeans actually brought these people in with the intention of love, you know? I mean, that's what socialism brainwashed people into believing, that, oh, we can just go ahead and we can love people. I mean, that's what this dumb Mark Zuckerberg is trying to shove down our holes here recently as it related to us negotiating with ISIS. That we got to negotiate with them with love, for Christ's sake, while they're chopping off heads. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, this is why this Islamic culture, and I hate to group them all in there, folks, but there's like 1 billion Islamic people. I mean, the Islamic population is over 1 billion people, all right? Now, if only 10% of that billion people, you know, I mean, that's a lot of people. You understand? Just do the math. 10% of 1 billion people that are radicals is a lot of freaking people. And to be honest with you, there's not enough majority of supposed moderate Muslims that are turning these guys in, that are fighting, you know, the supposed stereotype of a terrorist Muslim. There's not enough of these people. I mean, in my personal opinion, I think they're quietly championing this terrorist crap. I think the majority are. And that's why I'm saying, folks, in my opinion, Islam does not respect love whatsoever. And the proof is in the pudding. I mean, look at the regimes that were in power prior to the United States' meddling into the Middle East. All right, we had Ba'athist parties, which were secularist Muslim political parties, the Ba'athist parties. You know, Saddam Hussein, freaking Assad is a Ba'athist. I don't think that Gaddafi was a Ba'athist, but to be honest with you, you want to talk about a true socialist, Muammar Gaddafi was a true socialist, you idiots. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you morons, you know, you want to talk about true socialism, why don't you take a look at Muammar Gaddafi? And once again, I don't want to get into Gaddafi's politics or whatever. I mean, he was a bad guy. I mean, he was obviously a self-serving despot, but he was still practicing the idea of socialism. All right? I mean, but these were all secularists. And at the same time, they were hard-line secularists against Islamic terror. They killed terrorists. I mean, do you understand that Middle East was kept in check because of these secularist Ba'athist parties, all right? And what did the administration do that's in power today? It brought down these secularist powers, brought up these radicalists. And to be honest with you, folks, I honestly believe that the radicalists, even though they're a small component of the supposed Islamic demographic, the majority of the Islamic demographic still inside, whether they want to admit it or not, is championing this activity. All right? I'm serious. I'm not kidding around. I'm sorry. Look, I know there's probably Muslims that are listening in that are saying, hey, Ghost, that's not fair. Hey, look, I was compassionate to a lot of the Muslim strife during a lot of different episodes during the Arab Spring and so on and so forth. But the culmination of the situation at hand is basically blown up in the face of everybody. And unfortunately, what we have here is we have a bunch of jihadis now that have been so anesthetized with radical jihad and this interpretation of the Quran or whatever the case might be, that is now transported itself into Europe. Now we've got Obama trying to transport it into here, and it's being utilized as like terrorist sleeper cells to justify martial law, to justify punishing the domestic population. And you see, this is the irony of this. You know, the leftist bureaucrats, they bring in the migrant crisis, and they punish the domestic population. They punish the people who voted them into office. I mean, that's what I'm telling you. These damn bureaucrats, they're soulless. They're soulless. Don't ever trust a bureaucrat, boy. Don't ever trust a bureaucrat. Anyway, folks, 516-453-9903. You know, before we take another call here, follow me on Twitter. Politics Ghost is the name to follow. All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost on Twitter. I'm going to go ahead and do some Twitter shout-outs here. I really don't know. I don't really know what the Twitter hashtag should be here. So before we take some Twitter shout-outs, go ahead and tweet at me some suggested hashtags, and I'll go ahead and pick one, and we'll go ahead and do some Twitter shout-outs right here, right now, live on the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. Anybody got any suggestions for any kind of hashtags so we can get some goddamn Twitter shout-outs going here? Tweet them at me, Politics Ghost, all one word, no underscores, baby. Woo! I mean, as pissed as I am, I'm energized, baby. I mean, I know that we are all, I'm talking about the capitalist army, I'm talking about the people on the truck train, we are all participating in American history. They are going to be writing about all of us in the history books, folks. I'm not kidding around. They're going to be writing about us, man. And that's if we make it. That's if before the goddamn machines take us over or some crap, you know? Woo! All right, let me see here. We've got a couple of people here. We got a couple of people tweeting suggestions of hashtags. We've got Canadian Bacon Cruise, Trap Cruise, Cruise Ruse. Let me see here. Wisconsin in steel. Or you know, Wisconsin. How about Wisconsin? Hold on, we got some more. Hold on, just a second. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, no, I don't want to spam the Trump train, baby. Wisconsin, that's pretty funny. Woo! I don't think it was Wisconsin's fault, folks, to be honest with you. I think it's pure voter fraud, ballot stuffing, computerized, ballot ridiculousness, if you want my personal opinion. Who else do we got going on over here? We got, I'm not saying that. Capitalist for Trump. That doesn't sound too bad. How about Capitalist for Trump? All right, there we go. Thanks a lot there, Alonzo Rogers. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do that Capitalist for Trump, all right? Here we go, baby. If you want a Twitter shout-out right here, right now, live on the Twitter broadcast, or excuse me, on the Capitalist Radio broadcast, well, by God, go ahead and tweet Capitalist for Trump hashtag, and I will go ahead and say whoever is tweeting at that hashtag, give them a shout-out right here, right now, live on the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, let's see what kind of Twitter names we have. I know that we have a lot of tongue-in-cheek, a lot of ridiculous, sick-ass, twisted names, for Christ's sake. But let's see what we got, all right? We do got Rowdy here. What's going on with Rowdy? We got CDI Fan 237. We've got Ghost Alex. Just shut up, you piece of crap. I'm not Alex Jones, all right? Kami Kill Moon. What's going on? We've got Toter Magic. I'm not saying that. Stop making fun of my dog already, you milky-licking pieces of nipple-clamp-loving, butt-plug-up-the-ass-looking, trolling piece of trash. What's up to Pepper Capital in the house? We've got General of GG in the place. Pump Up Trump in the place. Spur Me the Trump. Yeah, real funny, asshole. Who else we got going on? We got Exekai. What's going on? And as a matter of fact, I really appreciate the New Zealanders out there, the Kiwis. What's going on? I told you we got a lot of New Zealanders listening to the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. I got to go head out there to New Zealand, for Christ's sake. And moreover, we got to do something about those internet laws that you got going on down there, folks. All right? But we'll work on that here in the near future. We got Sergeant Yoda in the place. We got Bitch Mob Texas in the house, Bitch Mob Texas. We've got Tyler Mears, Ghost. Well, I'm not saying that, you sick bastard. We've got Concern Man in the house. Remember, Capitalist for Trump is the hashtag to tweet at if you want a Twitter shout-out live right here on the broadcast, right here, right now, baby. We've got the Green Bio in the place. Torzier in the house. What's going on to Torzier? We've got Cruise Dresser, and for you folks that aren't aware, we reported the Madsen report, MadsenReport.com reported that allegedly, Ted Cruz likes to kind of cross-dress during his days at Princeton and go out and act like George McFly in the tree during Back to the Future. You know what I'm saying? You know, when he got hit by the car, he's a peeping Tom, folks. According to the Dan Matson report, he's a peeping Tom. Anyway, folks, let me take a couple more shout-outs, and then we'll move on with the broadcast. We've got Ghost's wheelchair. Screw you, you idiot. I'm not in a wheelchair. I just used that to make a point. Not a goddamn wheelchair. I'm just saying that to make a freaking point. We've got Chief Slapaho in the house. What's going on, Chief Slapaho? Hey, we've got Ghost Granny. Yeah, real funny. We've got Capitalist_Army in the house. What's going on? Welfare Weed. Oh, yeah, real funny. Welfare Weed. That's just great. All right, we've got Benny Bibby, some old lady who claims I'm a black man. I'm a black man now? Jesus Christ. Ghost dodges tax. Shut up. I don't dodge no goddamn tax, for Christ's sake. I just paid my freaking corporate taxes this month, or excuse me, in the month of March, because they're due in March, and I got to pay my personal income taxes this weekend, for Christ's sake. Not really looking forward to it. I mean, look at what my taxes are funding, for Christ's sake, man. Who would be? Anyway, we got Green Leader 1978, Major_Decided in the house, Killing Time 999 in the house. What's going on? We got Manhood Magic. We got Green Melon 13. We've got the Gay Snake. Okay, the Gay Snake. True Cap Investor in the house. We've got Pokemon. I'm not saying that, sick Nick. Get that asshole out of here. Get him out. We've got Metal Capitalists in the house. We've got 3 Rover 5U in the place. We got Randy Leahy KF in the house. We got Kiwi Archangel in the place. Once again, we're going to take a couple more Twitter shout-outs. Capitalist for Trump is the hashtag to tweet at, folks. All right, who else do we got going on over here? Oh, we got a couple of same ones here. Grandma's Cookies in the house. Grandma's Cookies. We got Bot Specialist in the house. We've got the real Seb Monroe, who actually voted for Trump yesterday. He actually tweeted the ballot on Capitalist Army. What's going on? We got Raw in the place. We got Kiwi Yaks in the house. What's going on to my Kiwis out there in New Zealand? We've got Diaper Ghost. Oh, Jesus Christ. You know, that's it. Get it out of here, for Christ's sake, you idiots. I'm not in a wheelchair. I'm just making a point. Jesus Christ. You see what happens here? You see, you make a little bit of a point, for Christ's sake, and you got these goddamn trolls going out and making a freaking mountain out of a molehill, for Christ's sake. I mean, screw you bastards. All right, now we're already 5 minutes into the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast, folks, and I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Please use and abuse all those little buttons right next to the player right there. All kinds of Facebook like buttons and tweet this buttons and all kinds of social media buttons. Use and abuse those buttons, baby. Spread the goddamn word around like wildfire. I mean, come on, baby. We need to spread the True Capitalist Radio around like wildfire, man. I mean, I want to get to 100,000 live listeners here, folks. I'm not kidding around. 100,000 live listeners, baby. All right? I mean, that's what I want to get to. So spread it around like wildfire. blogtalkradio.com/ghost is the URL to bookmark and to make sure you go to every single time you're bored, because, by God, you can download every episode of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast for free right there. blogtalkradio.com/ghost, baby. Woo! I'm telling you, baby, we've been going strong since 2008, and I feel great. You know what I'm saying? I feel great. This Trump train is moving on full speed ahead. Let me tell you something. We're on a runaway train, baby, and nothing can stop us. Anyway, 516-453-9903 is the number to call. Why is Kasich still in the race? Can somebody explain this to me? I'll tell you why he's still in the race, folks. Because this moron actually believes that he is so freaking Republican establishment that he can go ahead and broker himself into possibly the vice presidential nominee with Paul Ryan. I'm not kidding around. That's why I'm telling you, I'm urging you, please, folks, converge on the GOP convention in Cleveland this summer. Tell everybody you know, for Christ's sake. Hell, even if you're from across the pond, take the trip over here, baby. Come on down. We need as many people as possible so that we can face the GOP and tell them that if you go against the people's will, by God, we're going to go to your hotel rooms and ask you a couple of questions on why the hell you did it. I mean, this is serious business now, and thank God for Roger Stone. Much props. Cheers to Roger Stone, by the way. If you're not following him on Twitter, well, by God, Roger J. Stone Jr. is the Twitter account that you need to be following, folks. I mean, that man is a political legend, baby. All right? I mean, why is Kasich still in the race? I mean, can we get rid of this guy already? All right? I mean, he's stealing votes. I mean, even if you're a Ted Cruz fan, he's stealing votes away from your guy, for Christ's sake. Anyway, freaking Kasich. And let me tell you something, the guy, and for you folks that are unaware of this, I mean, we broke this story, or rebroke it, I should say, back about two and a half weeks ago, I guess. Donald Thibot, or whatever, I shouldn't really say his name, excuse me, I'm sorry. But anyway, this man, Donald Thibaut, lived with John Kasich in Alexandria, Virginia, in a nice little townhome for 15 years. Okay? Now, what happened to Donald Thibot? He became one of the most successful lobbyists in Ohio, baby. Okay? I mean, he became one of the most successful lobbyists in Ohio. Now, what exactly was John Kasich and John Thibot doing for 15 years in a nice little townhome in Alexandria, Virginia? Moreover, while they were living with each other for 15 years, Donald Thibot was John Kasich's chief of staff when he was in Congress. And moreover, he made an astronomical amount of money at the time, which was like $106,000 or $108,000 a year, being the chief of staff of John Kasich's little, I don't know, congressional campaign or congressional seat or whatever the hell he was. And you see, in the 1996 campaign, when Kasich had to run for re-election, his Democratic opponent called for an independent investigation against Kasich because, it's called Tebow? Are you kidding me? Tebow? That's what it's called. That's a Donald Tebow. That's okay. Thanks. Thanks to the people that are online. Raw DV Music. He told me the exact pronunciation of Donald Tebow, who was the man who Kasich lived with for 15 years in Alexandria, Virginia, in a nice little townhome, much like the movie The Birdcage, if you want my opinion. But it was alleged, or not even alleged. It was. Kasich was accused by his Democratic opponent during re-election that there was a conflict of interest going on with this guy being the chief of staff, being overpaid for an average chief of staff or a congressman at the time, and him living with him in a townhome in Alexandria, Virginia. I mean, I'm serious. I don't know what the hell is going on here, folks. I don't know why, this story hasn't, I don't understand why this story hasn't broke. I don't understand why nobody is talking about why John Kasich lived with another man, for 15 years, and nobody seems to say anything about it. I mean, it was an unspoken word. I mean, everybody knew in, like, the budget committee that this man was living with his chief of staff, and everybody just kind of shut their mouths about it, snickered about it, and that was about it. And I think there should have been an independent investigation into what the hell was going on between, this freaking Kasich and Tebow over here, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. As a matter of fact, you know what, folks? I think I'm going to give Tebow a call right now. All right? I mean, we got to get to the bottom of this, for Christ's sake. Yeah, of course, I know the man's number. All right? I mean, I know everybody's number. You understand? I can find out anything. Let me stop power tripping there. Let me go ahead and you know what? Spread it around like wildfire, okay? Because I'm gonna call this guy because I don't really get what in the hell is going on. Why this man, Donald Tebow, was living with John Kasich for 15 years. Let me give him a call. Put him on the horn, engineer. Jesus Christ. What? It's not answering now. What is Tebow listening in now? He put his phone off the hook. You piece of crap. I'm gonna call one more time. I tell you, I don't blame this man if he's listening to the broadcast. I don't blame him. I don't blame him, boy. Yeah, he's put his phone off the hook, folks. Anyway. I'm going to drop this idiot's docs at the end of the show, for Christ's sake, since he wants to go ahead and put his phone off the hook. All right? Jesus Christ. Anyway, 516-453-9903. I'm sorry, I'm going off keister. I'm going all over the place on this freaking Fruit Bowl Wednesday, for Christ's sake. But I'm pissed. I'm pissed that the GOP is trying to take it away from Trump. I'm pissed at the slimy, disgusting political tactics that's being used. I'm sick that our damn vote doesn't even count, and the Democrats and the Republican establishment are laughing at us. They're laughing. So I'm sorry if I'm a little off keister. I'm sorry if I'm a little flustered today. Jesus Christ. 516-453-9903 is the number to call. Let's take some calls here, for Christ's sake. 513, are you there?
I'm Ghost. Davey, I'm not a stalker. I actually came to your voice.
Jesus Christ, with this guy, for Christ's sake. Why don't you stupid internet butt stalkers wait till radio graffiti, all right? Jesus Christ, I'm calling Talbot one more time. This guy, yeah, I know he put his freaking phone off the hook. Makes me sick. Yeah, of course it's failed and didn't he? It better not answer. Piece of crap. I'm not joking, man. I'm sick of this crap, man. These freaking people out here, you know, they think they can just take our votes away. They think they can play these little stupid sick-ass games with us, for Christ's sake. I don't appreciate it, man. You shouldn't appreciate it either. And I'm sure Tebow over there is, you know, listening in. He's like, oh, God, he's going to call my house. He already knows the home of Ted Cruz. How does he know my number? Jesus Christ. Anyway, let me take a couple of more calls and we'll move on with the broadcast. Who else do we got going on? 435, you're on the horn.
I am not a brony.
Shut up, all right? This isn't freaking radio graffiti, all right? 619, what's going on?
Hey, Ghost, it's Asho.
Hey, what's going on, Asho? How you doing, man?
Pretty good, thank you. Hey, I have two questions.
What's up, man?
All right, first one is, what do you think about Donald Trump on abortion?
I don't think that he has too much of a stance on abortion. I mean, he's pro-life, but, I mean, he does agree with certain instances where, I mean, there's times where people have to, you know, call for an abortion. I think it's rape, incest, and a couple other instances, but, I mean, I have to agree with Donald Trump. I don't think that abortion should be utilized as a means of birth control. You know, I mean, you know, it's the woman's responsibility, in my personal opinion. I mean, we have laws now that protect the women, I mean, to the point where, I mean, they can change their mind in mid-penetration. You know, so, I mean, for them to sit here and suggest that, I didn't know I was going to get pregnant, I didn't know this, that's bullshit now, because the laws say otherwise. I mean, I know that you're out there in Cali. You know, I mean, you know, these women, you could be in there, you could be in mid, like 3 or 4 pumps in this woman, and this woman could say, oh, I don't want to do it anymore, and you got to get off her within that instance or it's rape, you know?
That's true. You speak the truth. Second question. Since Star Wars Force Awakens came on Blu-ray, and we didn't have any broadcast for 5 years, what did you think about that movie?
Well, first of all, I don't like Star Wars, okay? I don't like anything relating to fiction. I think fiction is a waste of time. It does nothing but deviate our conscience from the actual reality at hand. And I just don't really have any opinion about anything too much fiction. I mean, it's not like I don't watch fictional movies but I don't spend much time doing it, all right? I mean, I got to absorb too much information, baby. I mean, there's just too much information to be had out here. I'm too busy collecting it and remembering it. I don't got time for, Star Wars out here. But it was good to hear you, Asho. I can't believe that you grew up. I mean, it was just yesterday you were an 8-year-old Justin Bieber-looking Mexican kid, and now what are you, 35? I mean, Jesus Christ. Anyway, 347, you're on the horn. What's up, man?
Yo, Ghost, what's up, man?
How you doing?
Yo, this is Raldi. You know the guy who used to make remixes and shit, and now he's just helping you pronounce? It's Thibault, by the way.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
Thibault. Anyway.
So Thibault, all right, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
One more thing. Being that, we haven't heard the engineer's voice in a while, and Karaskin hasn't asked, and I'm not even making remixes anymore, can I be the new engineer, please?
You be the new engineer? What are you talking about? I mean, the engineer's right here, all right? I mean, he's right here. As a matter of fact, he's taking care of Templeton, for Christ's sake. That's why he doesn't talk too much anymore, because he's got Templeton to take care of it. Isn't that right, engineer? So, he's got to, make sure Templeton doesn't get afraid when I get off Easter or start throwing stuff around this freaking office, for Christ's sake. I mean, that's what it comes down to, man. So, the engineer's still here. Don't try to take his job. I know times are tough. All right, I know you're living in Obama, too, and everybody's just, trying to get a buck around here. I don't blame you. But, don't try to undercut the engineer, all right? I mean, he needs work, too, for Christ's sake. All right, let's take some Skype callers here. Enix Squared, you're on the horn. What's up, man?
Hey, Ghost. I do not currently live in Wisconsin, but I have an absentee vote that I sent over there. I just want to let you know that I have seen Paul Ryan down there because I lived in that Janesville area, and this son of a bitch is never working. This son of a bitch is always taking time off to go to volleyball games. Everybody around there knows it, and it's bullshit that he's getting together with his little buddies and all the ties Wisconsin has to Washington. It just pisses me off, man.
Well, no, I agree with you. As a matter of fact, if you want a little bit 411 on Paul Ryan, he actually lives in Janetsville, is what you said. He lives in a mansion that's, I think, $4.5 million that was designed by the Parker pen inventor, the guy who invented Parker pens. Now, how he's able to afford that on a $175,000 salary, you got to, figure that out for yourself. But it doesn't hurt when you marry into a rich family, hence his wife, Jana, Janna, has a little bit of wealth. So I guess it doesn't hurt to go to the gym and, make yourself look like some, chiseled up idiot if you could score yourself some stupid bimbo that you could basically usurp her family's wealth and call it your own. I think it's pretty slimy as far as I'm concerned. There was a guy who did that, and let me tell you, the Forbes magazine, I shouldn't even go there. Forget it. I'm not going to say it. Anyway, folks, let's take some more callers here. 516-453-9903 is the number to call here. All right, and let me tell you, Paul Ryan is just a complete piece of trash. He swooned broads, to go towards the GOP. I don't know if y'all remember about, during pre-2012 election, all these stupid, dumb women on the right were creaming and swooning over this idiot just because, oh, look at him. He's just so young and attractive, and, oh, my God. It's the same Sarah Palin situation, only a male. All right, I'm telling you, you people need to stop judging people based upon what they look like, all right? The best-looking people, the most attractive-looking people are the dumbest, idiotic people on the face of the planet, all right? And if you don't believe me, go up to them and just ask them a question, all right? Go up to them and just ask them a goddamn freaking question, for Christ's sake. So, I'm just saying. Anyway, we tried to call this freaking man that Kasich had been living with for 15 years. And for you folks that want to know his Twitter address, the man that lived with Kasich in Alexandria, Virginia, in a nice little townhome for 15 years. His Twitter address is DGTBOW, baby. DGTBOW is that Twitter account of the man that lived with John Kasich for 15 years in a nice little townhome in Alexandria, Virginia, while John Kasich was paying him a salary of $106,000 or $108,000 a year, which was definitely a conflict of interest that should be a focus in this presidential campaign, but nobody seems to want to talk about it, you know? Nobody seems to want to talk about it, for Christ's sake. Anyway, let's go on. Let's go on to a little bit of Bernie Sanders news because we're winding down here. Bernie Sanders did beat Hillary Clinton in Wisconsin. As a matter of fact, Bernie Sanders has been beating the living bejesus out of Hillary Clinton in a lot of these damn primary and caucuses. But instead of Bernie Sanders taking the lead in delegates, for some reason, Hillary Clinton is beating the bejesus out of Bernie Sanders in the delegate count. I mean, so how does that work, Bernie Sanders fans? I mean, what are you going to do about it? No, you know what you're going to do? You're going to rabble-rouse Trump rallies. You're going to rabble-rouse the right because it gives you more cameras in your pathetic, substanceless-based faces. All right? I mean, that's really what it comes down to. You don't care if Bernie Sanders is elected. I honestly believe that the people that are supporting Bernie Sanders don't really care. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. They don't really care who is elected. They're just rabble-rousers. Do you understand? They want their cameras in the faces. They want attention. They're attention whores. They don't have any substance. If they had substance, they'd win respect of the masses based upon the knowledge that they basically give to the world. But they have no knowledge. They have no substance. All they can do is scream real loud and act like ridiculous, rabble-rousing idiots with no substance, for Christ's sake. I'm telling you, I'm calling you Bernie Sanders supporters out. I'm calling you out. You don't care if this man is elected. If you were, you'd be making as much of a fit as people on the truck train are doing right here, right now, but you're not doing it. And not even Bernie Sanders is doing it either. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you this right now. Bernie Sanders doesn't care that this election is being stolen from him. He is a 75-year-old prostate-infected piece of trash. This is a man, okay? This is a man that did not have a job until he was 40 years old, all right? Yeah, Bernie Sanders did not have a job until he was 40 years old, and his first job was signing people up to welfare. Oh, classic bureaucratic story, all right? I mean, and you think this guy wants to be the president, for Christ's sake? No, he's a ringer, all right? You Bernie Sanders people need to take your heads out of your asses and realize that. All right, you need to realize that this man's not making a big stink at the fact that he's being robbed delegates. He's not making a big stink that he's being off the ballot in Washington, D.C. and in other primaries. He's not making a big stink about it, folks, because he wants you college kids to throw whatever beans you got left in your damn college debt account to put it in his campaign so he can retire into the sunset, baby, tax-free, courtesy of the people that are out there in college debt. Woo! That's socialism for you, baby. That's the Democratic Party for you, baby. I'm sorry. I mean, I know that there's Bernie Sanders fans. They get a little upset. They get a little triggered because I take so much glee in the fact that these people are so pathetically stupid that they can't read the writing on the wall, you know? I mean, they're too busy rabble-rousing and, you know, putting stupid red paint on their faces and screaming like maniacs as opposed to actually reading the writing on the wall and realizing that their energy, all the time and effort they're putting into the Bernie Sanders campaign is completely useless and meaningless. And if you're donating money, in my opinion, if you're donating money to the Bernie Sanders campaign, in my opinion, you're donating to his freaking retirement fund, all right? You're donating to his freaking retirement fund. So that's all I got to say about that. You Bernie Sanders people, I'm calling you out. You people are too busy crawling up the ass of the truck train when you need to be focusing on your man, but you're not going to do it because you people, you have no substance. You understand that? And when you freaking old prostate-infected Bernie Sanders is not nominated, you're not going to do a damn thing about it. Instead, you're going to blame Trump. That's what you're going to blame Donald Trump for it. That's how stupid you people are. Don't you think the Democrats know that you people are that stupid? I mean, it was their public education system that educated you stupid idiots. So, of course, they know how dumb you are. Jesus Christ. Anyway, that's about enough. Once again, I'm calling you dumbass Bernie Sanders people out. All right? I'm not kidding around. I mean, you people are not, you're going to get had, you're going to get hoodwinked. I'm calling out Bernie Sanders, too, because Bernie Sanders doesn't care. He's out here, he was cruising around in a freaking sports car, trailing his freaking campaign bus. Did y'all see the picture of that idiot? Oh, yeah, this guy's got a freaking brand new sports car, for Christ's sake. 75-year-old man in a sports car. I mean, that's bureaucrats for you, folks. That's what they are. They're hypocrites. They're liars. You can't believe a word a politician says. That's why we need to end career politicians, baby. And this is the election to do it. And by God, I am glad that I'm partaking in this. I'm glad that you are partaking in this. And I'm glad the capitalist army is partaking in this because, by God, this is American history that we're making. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit about the Iceland Prime Minister. We reported yesterday that the Iceland Prime Minister is he said he was going to step down yesterday, and I made a big soliloquy about how that if the people put enough pressure on the state or on the corrupt government or on the corrupt authorities, that eventually they'll crack. Unfortunately, yesterday, I think was an initial scared reaction by the Prime Minister of Iceland, because today he seems to have changed his mind. Oh, that's right. He seems to have changed his mind. He's not going to resign. He's basically going to take a vacation and hope all this blows over. You know what I mean? I'm not kidding around. I mean, this is what's happening. I mean, you know, this is how these bureaucrats think we are. They think we're idiots. They think we're serfs. They think they're above the law, for Christ's sake. And the reason they think they're above the law, folks, is because you don't do nothing. You don't say anything. I mean, it's the honest to God's truth, folks. You're not saying anything. Silence equals consent. I mean, look it up. I mean, it's a Supreme Court decision that says that. Silence is consent. And if you're not going to say anything about it, then these bureaucrats are going to continue to do what they do because you ain't going to do nothing about it. Do you understand that, folks? This is why this is so important. This is why I came back. This is our last time. All right? I mean, this is our last chance. I'm not just talking about here in America. I'm talking about people in the international community. This is our last stand against those bureaucrats, the authority, the oppressors, the corrupt, the freaking criminality. It's our last stand. And if we fail, by God, I think that the story 1984 is going to look like a picnic. You understand that? I'm not kidding around. I mean, it's going to look like a goddamn picnic. And let me tell you, those folks in Iceland, you better start rising up right now, because this idiot prime minister just made you look stupid. This idiot prime minister decided that, oh well, you know, I take it back. I'm not gonna resign. I'm just gonna take a vacation, wait till all this blows over, and I'll come back, and these people will forget about it. You know, you give them, I don't know, you give them a little something. You know, you give them some free, you know, booze or something. They'll forget about it. All these damn bureaucrats think we are, for Christ's sake, man. I'm not kidding around. Anyway, folks, I mean, I'm pretty much done. I mean, I'm so mentally drained. I mean, there's just so much crap, not just here in America, but in the international community, for Christ's sake, that it's just mind-boggling. I mean, it's exhausting. You know, I mean, it's mentally draining, for Christ's sake. I mean, that's why sometimes I gotta sip on Grandpa's old cough medicine just to stay sane, for Christ's sake. So anyway, folks, without any further ado, let me go ahead and take some Twitter shout-outs, folks. All right, and for you folks that don't know, Capitalist for Trump is the hashtag to tweet at if you want a Twitter shout-out right here, right now, live on the True Capitalist radio broadcast. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do some Twitter shout-outs right now. All right, we got Z_Frostwire in the house. Ghosts Cats, even though I don't freaking have a cat, for Christ's sake. Oy vey, shut it down. Yeah, that's okay. We've got band Jacob Green, okay, whoever the hell that is. We've got Mass Damn Gaming, Sweet Little Billy. All right, oh, Sweet Little Billy. We've got NGX Temple to shut up, you idiot. We've got the 7 Grand Man in the house. We've got Koro Sensei Tamp, okay. We've got, I'm not saying that disgusting. Get that idiot, get him off! We've got Marco_Polo_1 in the house. We've got Tax_His_Socks. Oh, screw you. I know what you tried to say, freaking. Screw you. Get that asshole out of here. You're going to try to splice me with that crap. Anyway, folks, if you want a Twitter shout-out right here, right now, live on the True Capitalist radio broadcast, Capitalist for Trump is the hashtag to tweet at, folks. All right. We've got Shogun in the house. We've got 3 Days Are Us. We've got, you people are, I know what you idiots are doing. All right, I know what you idiots are doing. You people are sick, you splicing little pricks, and I don't appreciate it. And if you keep this up, freaking punitive damages, for Christ's sake. Like, look at this asshole, Ghost on Wheels. Huh? Ghost on Wheels? Ghost on, I'm not in a freaking wheelchair. I was just trying to make a point. Good God. Now these idiots think I'm a freaking cripple, for Christ's sake, man. Jesus Christ. We got Herman Cain Trump in the house. We got Miserelli Ray in the place. Who else do we got? We got, we get it. Yeah, Ghost Cat. We've got UKX Truth in the house. I'm not going to say that. Watch My Dog 1. Yeah, real funny. Real funny. Jesus Christ, Ghost's tinfoil hat. Let me tell you something, boy. I don't have no tinfoil hat. I question everything, all right? I question everything, and that's what you should be doing. And if you don't, then you're just some stupid idiot that should be led around by the nose. And if you're probably one of these idiots that are probably collecting and your future is being part of Soylent Green. TC Capitalist in the house. What's going on? Once again, Capitalist for Trump. If you want a Twitter shout-out right here, right now, is the hashtag to tweet at. I'm not saying these disgusting names, for Christ's sake. We've got Godzilla 3709. What's going on? We got Zandikar in the place. We've got Ghost Cheek. Yeah, real funny, asshole. Jesus Christ. We got Flaming Nipple Chops in the house. We've got the God of Rage in the house. What's going on? We've got Kiwi Megas in the house. Crippled Ghost. Yeah, Crippled Ghost. Screw you. Get that asshole off my screen, engineer. Get him out. Jesus Christ. I'm telling you, I really don't appreciate you people calling me a cripple, all right? I was just saying that as I was just proving a point, asshole. Anyway, we got Regular TCA. What's going on, Regular TCA in the house? Good to see you, man. We got Stan Beaker in the place. Once again, I'm going to give a couple more shout-outs. Capitalist Trump is the hashtag to tweet at if you want a goddamn Twitter shout-out right here, right now. Anyway, we've got Gucci Lord 69 in the house. We've got, I'm not saying that sick, disgusting crap. I know what you idiots are trying to do, and I'm not going to do it. Bertie McBurt, what's up, man? Who else we got going on over here? We've got Strail. What's going on to Strail? All right, I'm doing a couple more, and then we're moving on, for Christ's sake, because a lot of these people are turning into sick-ass, twisted names, and I really don't appreciate it. Dark Emperor 6. What's going on to Dark Emperor 6? Current Year 6 in the house. And, Jesus Christ, I mean, you people are getting sick with these freaking names and some of these freaking pictures in your profiles. I mean, good God. Firm Bacon Tits? Okay, Firm Bacon Tits, all right? I mean, give me a freaking break. Big Jack for Ghost. No, okay, real fun. All right, that's enough. Get it out. I don't want to do any more freaking shout-outs. I'm done with this crap. I'm done with it, all right? I'm just through with it. I'm done with it, folks. All right, now before I move to Radio Graffiti, I want to reiterate, folks, the chalking, all right? The chalking this Sunday night, there's going to be a massive chalking, not only in the United States, but throughout the world this Sunday night, folks. And what I'm asking for everybody to do, even if you are not a Trump supporter, help us troll the media. Help us troll the media. Even if you do this, you'll help us troll the media, and you can take gratification in the fact that you help contribute to this media troll. Now, what we're asking folks to do is if you are on a college campus, or if you're by a public park, or a post office, or some publicly funded building, or something of that nature, we are asking you, as a matter of fact, we are begging you to write Trump 2016 with the hashtag Capitalist Army and take a picture of it, baby. Picture it didn't happen. Picture it didn't happen, baby. And we're asking you to do this Sunday night so that come Monday morning we start seeing those reports of all these people that are triggered by the chalking, baby, the re-chalking this Sunday night, baby. It's going to happen. Trump 2016 with the hashtag Capitalist Army. And if you haven't followed me on Twitter, folks, follow me now. Politics Ghost is the Twitter name to follow. All one word, no underscores. It's going worldwide, baby. I mean, this is not just some American phenomena, all right? This is worldwide, baby. And I can't wait for it to happen. I'm actually going to partake in this crap. I'm telling you, I'm excited this Sunday night. Spread it around like wildfire. If you happen to know a little bit about graphics, if you happen to know how to make some good memes, make some graphics, make some memes about the re-chalking Sunday night, baby. We're going to do it. It's going to be nationwide. It's going to be all over campuses. It's going to be all over public buildings. Trump 2016, hashtag Capitalist Army. You're not going to stop us. You're not going to stop the capitalist revolution. You're not going to stop the Capitalist Army. And by God, you're not going to stop the Trump train from rolling. And I'm not joking, folks. I'm not joking. My heart's pumping like a rabbit. I'm excited about this. I mean, we are partaking in history. By God, like I said, even if you are not a Trump supporter, by God, partake in this. Let's troll the media. And if the media takes the bait on this Monday morning, folks, take gratification that you had something to do with this. And I'm telling you, when we act in unison, when we act together, that's when they'll start taking notice, folks. That's why I am urging you, if you're in a campus, if you're by a park, if you're by a public building, by God, the chalking, baby, the chalking. That's all I got to say about that, baby, all right? And for more information, there's, a whole bunch of people that are affiliated with this. Tub_guy, it was his particular idea. But by God, I'm telling you this right now, I'm excited. I'm excited about this, for Christ's sake. I hope the media baits this. I hope we bait the media into covering this. I hope there's a bunch of triggered little liberals and feminists that are triggered by it, because I can't wait. Woo! I'm excited, folks. As you can see, I'm excited. Anyway, folks, let's go ahead and get to everybody's part of the broadcast, where the spectators become a part of the spectacle. I'm talking about Radio Graffiti! That's right, folks. All you have to do to be a part of the show is to give me a call right now at 516-453-9903 is the number to call. And when I call on your area code or on your Skype name, you have exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind. And by God, if you are on hold right now, if you are on the switchboard waiting to be called on, say something, asshole. Once you hear me call your goddamn name or your area code, say something. I don't care what it is. Blow a fart. Blow a burp. Say something ridiculous. Say something about your mother. Say something about your father. Say something about anything, your teacher, anything. Say something. We don't need any more Helen Keller deaf mutes, for Christ's sake, all right? No more Helen Keller deaf mutes. And before I get to Radio Graffiti, please bookmark blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's where every episode of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast can be downloaded for free, folks. That's right. I mean, all the way back to 2008, baby. All right, I'm telling you, we've been doing this for a long time. blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, the Twitter name to follow, Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost. Anyway, folks, let's get to Radio Graffiti right now. All right, here we go. 808, Radio Graffiti.
Oh, sorry, guys. Something just came up right here.
Oh, well, it's okay. 210, Radio Graffiti. Well, too late. Let's see. 712, Radio Graffiti.
Big Jack, you're the real nigga.
Shut up with a Big Jack crap, all right? Let's not start that, all right? 831, Radio Graffiti.
Hi-ho, Tommy D. Frog here. I wanted to tell you that my new primary source of income, instead of doing movies, is by shoveling 50 sticks into a fat man, liquefying the resulting excrement, and selling it as a 5-hour energy drink. What do you think about that?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Kermit, man, you got problems, man. You need to start banging Miss Piggy again or something, for Christ's sake, man. You need to do something. You're a sick, twisted frog. Jesus Christ. 575, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, what's going on? It's the Teutonic Plague. I'm a student, but I'm not taking student loans. I'm capitalizing on my intellect and getting scholarship after scholarship and capitalizing that way. I'm also writing a book, and I put several Trump train flyers around my school. I sent you a picture of the flyer in question. Long live capitalism. Long live Texas. Peace out.
Thanks a lot, Teutonic Plague. We appreciate you, man. Thanks a lot, man. We appreciate you. 517, Radio Graffiti. Oh, Jesus Christ, you're just sitting there, for Christ's sake. Get it straight. 971, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost. Okay, you'll never believe me, man. Me and my wife, we went to D.C., and we were just outside of the Army-Navy Country Club, right? And there was a mom-and-pop owned brewery there, so we decided to go, support them and get a drink. And, well, here's the kicker, Ghost. So I asked the lady, what do you got? She just showed me, she said, hey, you want a shocking experience? Try any of the top 3 on our menu. So I took the first one, the Shirley Templeton.
Yeah, you stupid, silly bastard, for Christ's sake. I thought that was a serious story, for Christ's sake, you tard. Jesus Christ. Cosmo Brockington, Radio Goddamn Graffiti. Backing up my goddamn stupid hover round. Oh, my God, Templeton. Jesus Christ, man. Just shut up. Just shut up, Cosmo. I'm telling you, leave my dog alone, for Christ's sake, man. Jesus Christ. And I don't have a hover round, assholes. You understand that? Jesus Christ. I'm not in a wheelchair. I'm not in a wheelchair. Jesus Christ. El Foxo Loco, Radio Graffiti.
I munched on Hillary's sour pussy as I felt her set of double deeps, squeezing out enough breast milk to feed a band of merry elves. And that is why Barack is such a grateful man. Want some? I asked Bush. Watch yourself, he said quietly, as duty rained down on his head. Okay, great. Thanks for the advice, I said. The next day, we all came all over.
God, Barack, I mean, Jesus Christ. All right, we don't want to hear dreams of your father, Frank Marshall Davis. All right there, Barack? Jesus Christ, did you hear that? It's disgusting. Freaking soulless bureaucrat. Enix Squared, Radio Graffiti.
Shouts out to the Blog Talk Crusaders, and Ghost, you should start selling merchandise again.
I don't know. I'll think about it, man. I mean, I'm not really doing this for money, baby. I'm doing this because it's the politically right thing to do. All right? I mean, it's just the right thing to do. This is our last stand. This is America's last stand against the establishment, against everybody who is trying to oppress us as people. And by God, the capitalist will stand, and we are not going to stop unless the damn system itself starts recognizing that the capitalists are the freaking mechanism. We are the voke. We are the vokes of the machinery that this system. And we demand the respect accorded that title. Jesus Christ. 502 Radio Graffiti.
You're more likely to get cured from AIDS than teach a socialist something. Long live Cap.
I hear you on that. You're not joking about that. Godzilla, Radio Graffiti. That's pretty good guitars there, man.
Thank you, man.
Not too bad, man. That's a little bit of Jimi Hendrix, man. There you go. 207 Radio Graffiti.
Ghostface, let's take it to Paul on them gym showers. We can make it shit done.
Jesus Christ. 786 Radio Graffiti. All right, that's great. 646 Radio Goddamn Graffiti.
Ghost, I'm sorry I hit you with my car last night. Now you're crippled. I'm really sorry, man.
Shut up. I'm not freaking crippled. Shut your stupid, stinking, smelly salmon's pie holes, all right? 313 Radio Goddamn Graffiti. Yeah, great. A Helen Keller deaf mute, for Christ's sake. 609 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, what's going on? I'm usually busy working, so I don't have a lot of time to call in. But I just wanted to celebrate. I'm drinking, of course, the best libations there is. I'm right now.
That's right, baby. I appreciate it, man. And, hey, look, keep capitalizing, baby. All right? I know there's a lot of people who listen to me who really can't listen because they're out there, they're working, they're grinding. Baby, whatever you're doing, cheers to you, all right? Cheers to the capitalist, cheers to the working man, cheers to the freaking taxpayer that mechanizes this freaking system, and these freaking bureaucrats better start giving us some goddamn respect. And that's all I got to say about that. 817 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, I want to personally thank you for funding all of my grants. Thank you for paying taxes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, thank you for paying your taxes. It doesn't matter. You ain't gonna be nothing in life but panhandling. You know what I mean? You'd be lucky to be cleaning enema bags for a living at below freaking minimum wage, for Christ's sake. So yeah, real funny, jerk dick. Anyway, who else do we got going on over here? Somebody in Austin here, 512 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, I'm one of your fans from the Laotian Bronze Working Image Sharing Forum, and I wanted to ask you a question. What do you think about the billionaire Jews like George Soros funding Black Lives Matter, radical feminism, and the Jewish lobby's promotion of the importation of Muslims into the West?
Well, you know, the thing about George Soros is that anytime there's any kind of conflict, this man is pumping money in that conflict. I mean, that's basically what it comes down to. I mean, it's just disgusting. I mean, George Soros is a treasonous man on a variety of different countries, and how this man is still able to, continue his reign of terror on the world via his billions and, funding all these agitators and funding all these nefarious groups. I have no idea. This man should be arrested as far as I'm concerned. I mean, that's all there is to it. I mean, George Soros, he is funding Black Lives Matter. He's pumping money in both sides of the campaign. I mean, he's the one who funded those Bernie Sanders agitators that caused the Trump rally Chicago riots. I mean, I'm not kidding around. This man is a dangerous man. I mean, serious business. I'm glad that because Donald Trump is running for president that more people are aware of who the hell now George Soros actually is. And believe me, George Soros wants Hillary Clinton in as president, all right? I mean, that's basically George Soros' key to world domination, is having Hillary Rotten Clinton as the president of the United States. Believe it or not, all right? Just take a look at how much freaking money George Soros has donated to that bimbo. Anyway, let's take some more calls. It's Radio Graffiti time, 423 Radio Graffiti.
Oh, hello, Ghost. It's me, Mimi. How are you?
Not too bad.
Okay, I was just listening, but since you called my area code, I was going to let everyone know if they're going to go to the convention, they need to make reservations at a campground or wherever they're going to be by the end of this month, or you won't be able to stay anywhere. So thank you for taking my call.
Oh, no problem. That's a good point. Mimi's got a suggestion. If you got to make plans now, if you're going to converge on the convention this summer, folks, All right, get some camping gear, get some campgrounds, get some mobile-type living situation, get a van, whatever the case might be. I mean, even if you and your buddies and a whole group of people have to go together, I mean, please, I am urging you, I am begging you, please converge on the GOP convention this summer. It's going to be a historic moment, a very historic moment in American history. And by God, if you are there, they will be writing in the history books about you. I'm not kidding around. They will be writing in the history books about you. So I am urging everybody, please, if you're part of the Trump train, if you know people that are part of the Trump train that want to do this and you don't want to go, but you have the financial ability to help some kids out, well, by God, help them out. I'm not kidding around. We need as many people as we possibly can there at the GOP convention so that we can prevent these delegates from trying to rob the people's will, trying to rob the people's vote. And once again, folks, please consider it, especially you college kids. This is your time now, man. I'm talking about you college kids on the Trump train. This is your time. Go out there and do what these damn liberals and these freaking hippies were doing in 69 and 70. It's time for you to do it. And by God, the GOP convention is your time. It's going to be an unbelievably historic moment. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Jesus Christ. Anyway, folks, let's keep it going. This is Radio Graffiti, where the spectators can become a part of the spectacle. All you have to do is give me a call right now, 516-453-9903. And when I call on your Skype name or on your area code, you have exactly 4 to 5 seconds, or 3 to 4 seconds, I should say, to say whatever it is that you want to say that's on your mind. And say something. We don't want Helen Keller deaf mutes. Because I'm sick of them, all right? I'm sick of them. 712 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Big Jack.
Now shut up with the Big Jack crap, all right? Alcoholic Radio Graffiti. Well, alcoholic ain't saying anything. How about Gary Powers, Radio Graffiti?
Hello, Ghost Kermit Frog. I've decided to dedicate my life to ISIS and destroy all that is harem. No, Kermit!
No, shut up, you stupid, freaky little frog. How many numbers do you have, Kermit, for Christ's sake? Jesus Christ. What the hell is this problem, for Christ's sake? Why don't you go meet Gonzo in the bathroom and do some freaking toe tapping, you freaking stupid, freaky frog? Jesus Christ. Who else do we got? A real black guy, Radio Graffiti.
I was jacking off vigorously to naked Japanese cartoons raping each other on the internet, featuring scenes of my wife, who, indeed, Barack believes in the virtues of capitalism. The last I checked, 4 or 5 hours a day is indeed impressive. Mr. President?
Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. I mean, Barack, what the hell is your problem, buddy? Jesus Christ. Yeah, you'd be eating too much succotash or something. I don't know what the hell this idiot's problem is. Anyway, Big American Patriot, Radio Graffiti. $5 CP. Get it out of here, for Christ's sake. Stop it with the $5 footlong crap, all right? I don't want my name affiliated with that asshole Fogel. You understand that? I hope that asshole is getting a classic, gangbang style raping for being such a freaking Woody Allen butt-loving pedophile. Freaking Roman Polanski jerk dick. I can't believe that guy. Anyway, Poco Kitty, Radio Graffiti. Jesus Christ. Just shut up. Shut your stupid stinking hole. Jesus. What the actual hell, for Christ's sake? Who else do we got going on? There's a lot of Skype called Jonas, Radio Graffiti. I've got a freaking tickling fetish. All right. Well, obviously you spliced me from yesterday when we were discussing about this idiot Scott Walker's tickling fetish as uncovered by his secret Ashley Madison account. Anyway, 678 Radio Graffiti.
I'm just down here in Georgia fucking my sister.
Oh, fuck, Daddy.
Oh, my God. Good God. Get that. 317 Radio Graffiti. Oh, Jesus Christ. 618 Radio Graffiti. Damn, Helen Keller, deaf mute, for Christ's sake. 972 Radio Graffiti. Jesus Christ, with these Helen Keller deaf mutes, for Christ's sake. 281 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, what's up, Ghost? Hey, nigga. Hey, you my nigga forever. You know that? You the best capitalist in the goddamn world, man. And I got some stuff
Hey,
to
I
show you.
appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, man. I'm glad to hear you. That sounds like a brother from Houston from where I stand. I mean, what's going on, brother? That's what I'm telling you, folks. I'm a melting pot of friendship, folks. All right, I happen to have a whole bunch of friends that happen to be black. All right, I happen to have a whole bunch of friends that happen to be Hispanics. I happen to have a whole bunch of friends that happen to be a camel jockey and all kinds of different other Oriental, all that stuff. So don't sit here and all you people that try to accuse me of being a racist, I'm a melting pot of friendship, and that proves it. All right, much props, brother from another mother, man. Thanks a lot. 407 Radio Graffiti.
If the Bush crime family helped finance the Nazis, how much did they give you, Ghostler?
Shut up, you idiot. Freaking asshole. 205 Radio Graffiti. That damn Helen Keller deaf mute. How about 204 Radio Graffiti?
Hillary Clinton doesn't suck. Just ask Bill.
I don't know what she's doing. She looks like she's diving on some mutts, if you want my personal opinion. Getting a Hummer from old Hummer Aberdeen, you know what I'm saying? 541 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, Godzilla3709. How'd you like my guitar playing?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad, man. It was actually pretty goddamn good. No kidding. I'm not joking around. Tango Whiskey, Radio Graffiti.
Engineer, take it off. Do it, engineer. Go ahead and take 10 steps towards my freaking butt crack. Because I'm going to make sure that I'm going to take it off completely, all right? The engineer...
Jesus Christ, I didn't say that! You splicing pieces of crap! I didn't say that! Christ, piece of crap! I'm telling you, I don't get any kind of respect around here, for Christ's sake. I mean, listen to these splices, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ, give me the freaking mic. Give me the freaking goddamn mic. Give me the mic. Jesus Christ. I'm taking a couple more Radio Graffiti calls, and it better be goddamn good. Dick Breath, Radio Graffiti. $5 CP. Shut up, you idiot. Cave Johnson, Radio Graffiti. Take a piss on my
electric fence.
God, Jesus Christ, screw you. I am done. That's it. I'm done. Put a fork in me. I am done, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. And this goes to show you want to be a little internet popular? Huh? This is what you're going to have to take, for Christ's sake, on a consistent basis. I mean, good God. Anyway, folks, I am out of here. Same place, same time tomorrow, folks. blogtalkradio.com/ghost is the website to follow, or is the website to bookmark. Once again, same place, same time. Follow me on Twitter, folks. It's very important. Politics Ghost is the name to follow on Twitter. Politics Ghost, all one word, no underscores. And, baby, this Sunday night, the chalking, baby, the chalking. I can't wait, baby. Same place, same time tomorrow. Long live the capitalist army, baby. Trump training, full steam ahead, and nobody can stop us. Woo! I'm out of here, baby. I'm out of here.
Boar's Head is bringing a slice of Japan to the deli. Introducing Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. Tender, slow-roasted chicken breast, coated in our signature teriyaki glaze, where ginger, garlic, and a hint of brown sugar meet for a flavor that's both sweet and savory. New Boar's Head Ichiban Teriyaki-style chicken. The bold flavor of Japan. Now at the deli. Only from Boar's Head. Compromise elsewhere.